This is my second video on how to use the lone divider method to do a fair division game with 3 players. In my previous video on the lone divider method, everything worked out great. But this video is about how to adapt the lone divider method when things don't work out quite as nicely. So let's recap the rules here. The lone divider method is a method for 3 players to divide a continuous set of goods. A continuous set of goods is a set of goods that you can divide however you please. We select one person to be the divider, the other people are the choosers. The divider divides the cake into 3 equal slices in the opinion of the divider. The choosers evaluate the pieces. If possible, give each player an acceptable piece. But what do we do if it's not possible? So if it's not possible to give everyone an acceptable piece, then we give a piece that the choosers do not like to the divider. We put the other 2 pieces back together. Now we select one chooser to be the new divider, and then the 2 choosers play divide and choose with the merged pieces because now it's a 2-player problem. So let's do an example. Alice, Bob, and Carol are splitting a cake that they bought for $12 at the bakery. They are each entitled to at least $4 worth of cake. Here's the cake. Alice is the divider. She'll cut the cake into 3 equal pieces, like so. And Alice feels that each piece is worth $4. Once again, we will label the pieces so that we know which one we're talking about. So Bob comes along and evaluates the pieces. Bob thinks that S1 is worth $6, S2 is worth $3.50, and S3 is worth $2.50. Don't think too hard about how Bob came up with his values. That's his job, not ours. So anyway, Bob will only accept slice number 1 because he is entitled to $4 worth of cake, and the other slices he values as less than $4. Now let's look at Carol. Carol thinks S1 is worth $5, S2 is worth $3.50, and S3 is also worth $3.50. So Carol will only accept slice number 1. So to summarize everything, Alice is the divider, so she must find all 3 slices acceptable. Bob will only accept slice 1. Carol will only accept slice 1 as well. So this presents a problem. We cannot give slice 1 to both Bob and Carol. So I have all of the values summed up here. So we will give Alice a piece that Bob and Carol do not want. So we could give Alice either slice 2 or slice 3 because Bob and Carol are fighting over slice 1. Now, officially, you could give Alice either slice. I tend to prefer to give the divider the slice that the other 2 players find least valuable, but you don't have to. So I am going to give Alice slice number 3. So slice 3 is gone, leaving behind slice 1 and slice 2. So Alice takes slice 3 and then she goes home. So here's the remaining information. So we'll make Bob the new divider. It is Bob's job to recut the cake so that the 2 pieces are worth the same amount. So since Bob thinks that S1 is worth more, he will probably try to move some of S1's value to S2 because Bob will have no control over which piece he gets. Now I'm not entirely sure how he's going to do that, but for argument's sake, let's say that he makes a new cut right here. So here is what the new pieces look like. Now since I changed S1, I am now going to call it S1 with a little 2 subscript on it to indicate that this is the second version of slice number 1. Likewise, I will put a little 2 subscript on slice 2 to indicate that this is the second version of slice number 2. So here are the pieces. We don't really know how Carol values the new pieces, so we can't really predict which one she's going to take. But I know that she'll take one of them. She will take the one that she values more, leaving Bob with the one that she doesn't take. Bob should be happy with this because in theory he cut it so that both of the pieces are equal. And without actually watching Bob do it and then asking them how they value the new pieces, we can't really know for sure, but this is the best that we can do. We know what slice Alice got. We can guess what Bob is probably going to do, and we'll just leave it at that.